Good morning, everybody. Beautiful Monday morning. Nice and sunny. A bit smoggy in the distance. Tends to kind of hang there in the valley a little bit. I don't know if that's smoke or just kind of smoggy or hazy. But beautiful, beautiful day. Nice sunshine. Another great day to be alive. One thing I didn't show you, I did manage to get the sticker up on the back. Now, unfortunately, so the YouTube part here worked good. The other one, I guess because it was in the back window here so long, the paper got stuck to it. So I'm going to keep working at it, but I'm having a hard time getting all the paper off the letters. But you can still see it. Looks pretty good back there. Should have put it up a long time ago. Just the way it worked out. Now, thanks again to Dennis and Sylvie for providing us with that. And sorry we didn't get it up earlier. We kept meaning to, but then you didn't have a ladder, or then, you know, whatever. It's always an excuse, I guess. But I got it up there now. So I was reflecting again yesterday on just what are the odds of all this stuff falling together. And maybe I should go to the front of this motorhome here and just lay it all out here for you a minute. There, I'm getting towards the front. Of all the places we could have broke down, we've literally driven through like miles and miles and miles and miles of lonely, stretched out desert and hot weather. And it didn't happen there, it happened here. So right here, I got this church that has been just amazingly good to us. And I know a bunch of you guys from this church are watching now, so thank you very, very, very much for your hospitality. I don't know if we can express how grateful we are, but I just hope you know that we really are. It's just, it's been a great time here. We've made some very lasting connections, I feel, that, yeah, we'll be connected for years to come. But on this side, we've got a concrete pad where we've been staying with this amazing view. Okay, so that could definitely be worse. We've got sewer hookup here. We've got power hookup here. Ron keeps bugging me about power, not hydro. In Ontario, we call it hydro. Hydro poles, hydro wires, hydro company, hydro bill, hydro meter. Anyway, most of you all call it power. So Ron, this is for you. We've got power hookup here. Right here we got a shop that is brand new, right beside here. And we've been able to rebuild everything inside this shop here. Take everything apart, clean things, giving us a nice space to work. So what are the odds of that again? Right, first of all, having all this with this church back here. But not only that, we've got this shop here. And then in this side of the shop, there's a Volvo that I guess nobody's using, that we've been allowed to use. I don't know, I just keep going over and over it. It's just amazing. It's really mind-blowing the more you think about it. What are the odds of all that stuff just happening? So we are still very grateful, very thankful, very humbled by everything here, and like I said, by the connections we've made here. We feel like we're part of this church family here, and I think that'll stay that way for a long time. We'll have those memories forever. So thank you very much. On a different note, we've been working on a motorhome, and we've got it in here. I guess I got the little hood here closed, but the motor's in there. Can't see much. That's the AC. Anyway, it's over there. So it's in, and the valve covers are on just temporarily to keep the dust out. Today we're gonna open it up, put everything else back in. Gotta hook the exhaust back up. Transmission's hooked up and bolted on. The torque converter, all that stuff's back up again. We dropped the oil out of the transmission. We're going to put new oil in, put a new filter in it. Today, yeah, most of this stuff here, Wes opened it up now, so most of this is going to be worked on here. So those heads are just sitting there. We got to take them off yet. We got to drop the lifters and the rods in there yet. And then we'll bolt these all down. Air intake's got to go in the middle where the chain is yet. So lots to do. I mean, it looks like a back up, it just kind of looks like a mess right now, but that'll all be getting put back together today, and we should be good to go. So hopefully later today we'll be turning the key and listening to this thing purr. What else? I'm still going to work on the church. Wes and I are going to go work on it, I think maybe this morning, to see where that leak is. We still want to patch that up for them, so I think we'll climb up there today and work on that. Yeah, as far as the motorhome's concerned, the brakes, we decided, we took a look, we decided to leave it. I think it'll be all right for now. We did do the lift on the back there. We put the extra springs in there, so should be a better ride, I hope. But yeah, priority one's getting this engine going. We'll get it out of here. Get on the road again towards Canada, get our paperwork figured out, and then see where life brings us after that. Hey, so Wes is up there splashing water on the roof. Oh, and right away leaked in. It came in right away, Wes. You hear me? Hey, Wes? You hear me? I said it was coming in right away. Okay, well, try it in a bunch of spots, I guess. Yep. And it's pretty easy for it to get in there? Yeah. Okay, so that's probably it then, right? Okay. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it, yeah. So that makes sense. I just figured it was hard for it to come in because it's like a 2-inch lip there. But it seemed like it came in right away and splashed. Makes sense. He's going to try up higher. So I don't know if you could hear him or not, but he's going to try up a little higher and see if there's any other spots where it might be leaking in. You can see it's raining. Fake raining.
I'm not sure if you can watch it. See if I go like this. Then you can watch it come down, and it'll shoot past there, and then it builds up. And if I go right a bit, it's building up on the edge of that splashing.
Alright. Okay, so we're mimicking our rain. What's going on?
See, it's building up on the edge of the splashing.
Where's that hole? That's the hole? Ah. So I thought you were pointing in over here, but you're saying it's right there. Yeah, so if you get all the water from this roof plus coming up to there, run your bead over there for a bit.
Up on top of that?
Well, it won't matter, you still only have so much water. But if all of it's raining, then what he's saying is it's coming around this corner.
It was getting past the speed though.
It's building up right here, and then it's getting caught behind this trim and building up and running in the hole. Because it all congregates in this corner. So it's not here that's leaking. That makes sense then, because I thought this looked sealed well. It's leaking right there. Very well.
Now, we can still try this.
No, it's good. I think we understand what's going on. That's where it's leaking. That makes a lot more sense. It does, it does. Okay, very good. We'll fix it. I'm not convinced. I was up there spraying water now, and I don't think it's piling up fast enough. But this is a telltale sign. The hole is there. See that all? Water's coming here. And that's what was my suspicion, is that it's running down. So, I don't know if I can turn my light on. Where is it coming from? That is the question. It's pretty hard to see. But you get to see what I see. Huh. There's shingles here, it's running underneath them. Other than that, I can't see much. And I can't get in that attic. I do enjoy a puzzle. There's no water leak damage anywhere else. It's coming down here. It's like it's running under those shingles. So I think, maybe, again, this is just a guess, but there is trim work on the lower roof. It looks like it's just sitting on there, and I wonder if maybe it's coming underneath there, if they didn't do a proper job of capping that. Possibly. Again, this is guessing, but you see that trim work there is just sitting on these shingles, so possibly it's leaking underneath. And there's my finger, zoomed in too far, folks. It's possibly leaking under this trim, in between the shingles and the trim, and running down. So I'm going to caulk it all the way up there, also where the board comes down on the wall and hits this trim. It was caulked and looks like some of that caulking's let go. We're going to caulk all of that, and then we're going to spray some more water and see if we fixed it. Okay, I'm going to run to the hardware store and grab some caulking. I hope they have the good stuff that I really like using, but I'm not sure. It might be a home hardware product, which is a building supply place we have up in Canada. But I'll see what I can find down there. Other interesting story, that was interesting. I thought was neat. I was looking for that weed whacker the other day at Home Depot. I took you guys along for that, and I couldn't find the exact model. So I ended up talking to Daniel. He's the youth pastor here. It's his weed whacker that he loaned us. And I was like, hey man, I'm really sorry this happened to the weed whacker, and it broke. And I can't find one to replace it. So, like, you know, where did you buy it? He said, no, I bought it from Home Depot. It was a long time ago. It was an old one. He says, but God already knew. I was like, what? So on Wednesday night, they have church here on Wednesday nights, Bible study. On Wednesday night, one of the members of the congregation gave him a brand new weed whacker. And, or at least I understand it's brand new. Anyway, gave him a new weed whacker. On Thursday morning, I think it was, Wesley left the weed whacker, his weed whacker, the old one, behind the car, and I drove over the handle. So he said, God already knew, and he provided a new one. I was like, what? But again, what are the odds of that? That's cool. I thought that was pretty neat. So we did fix it. I put PL Premium in there. It's the best stuff I can think of to put in between. As far as I can tell, it's going to hold up. I'll try it again later today. It's still, I got it clamped right now drying, so I'm going to try it. But I thought I'd share that story with you that here I was all worried about the weed whacker, but God already provided him with a new one the day before we broke his. Cool story. They did not have the stuff that I wanted, and I couldn't think of it. I still can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. I cannot think of the name of the mullock. Let me look that up. Close. Mulco. That's the one. I love that stuff. It's great. I use it for a lot of roofing jobs. Mulco. Anyway, they don't have that here. I got this one here. I've used this before. Maybe that'll probably be backwards. There you go. Lexol. Well, not everywhere in Canada carries Mulco either. Mulco, sorry, either. And so I have used this stuff here before. It works. I don't think it's as good as the stuff that I like, but maybe that's just personal preference. We'll stick around the roof and see if we can get that leak to stop. This is what we came up with to fix this guy. Pretty fancy, eh? Anyway, there's the crack. I'm going to take the straps off, put the battery on, we'll see how she looks.
Yeah, just don't garbage the dumpster right now.
Okay, so far so good. Let's put a battery in that guy. See how well that works. Might need 2 hands for that job, or what?
You just gotta slap it on.
And the wiring all worked, so seems good. Does it look like it's going to crack anytime soon? It's holding up pretty good, I think.
I would, we should like almost take a razor and flatten this out.
Yeah, we could do that. Trim it up.
And right here, we should. It's still squishy a bit. Maybe it's supposed to be.
No, I think there's an air pocket behind that. I was playing with that yesterday, but see, it's just not cured properly. It might need a couple more days to cure. I don't know.
But other than that,
normally we use this stuff and we glue it and screw it. So I think it's holding up great. Problem solved. We've been here before, haven't we? It looks familiar. Okay, motor. See if I can back you up. There, a little bit better. There's the motor. And we are putting exhaust manifold on. So we stuck this one back in brand new in Montana. Now it's going back in again. The only annoying thing is that these gaskets I'm putting on are individual. There's 4 we gotta line up. The one that we put on Manitoba was a 1-piece. Not Manitoba, Montana, which was a lot simpler. But anyway, we'll get her figured. What a day. I think I've been to AutoZone like 6 or 8 times today. I don't know. Good thing it's not very far down the road. Pick up this, pick up that, little last minute things. Some of the bolts for the manifold, exhaust manifold, were missing. So I got some. Turns out they were the wrong ones, so I had to go back and return those. Excuse excuse me, and get some other ones. Anyway, just little things. We're slowly getting together. We're still not going to have it running today. Originally, we were going to get all new lift rods. I think that's what they're called. And yeah, rods and lifters we were going to get brand new. And then for some reason we didn't. But then we did get the lifters, but not the rods. And then yesterday, looking at them, realized that we needed the rods. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, it happens. So they're ordered. They're not coming in until tomorrow morning though. And I have a sensor, I guess, ordered, but that could have waited. For the AC, I had a sensor ordered for tomorrow as well. So anyway, a bunch of running around, but it is coming together slowly but surely. Should have the exhaust all back on again tonight. And then front end, the water pump's going to be going on here shortly. What else? Power steering's on now. Alternator, I think, is going on right now. So yeah, bunch of stuff. It's coming together.
Mama, I drink star. Anna. Enough.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, had to reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running